We all have a connection to cacao. We know cacao is chocolate, a delicious treat that came from Europe, made from Theobroma cacao, the seed that grows inside of the fruit of the cacao tree, which grows in the tropical parts of Meso and South America. But have you ever wondered, where does cacao come from? Well, to answer that question, we've come here to Jaén, in the northern part of Peru, to meet with Quirino Olivero, an archaeologist who believes he has uncovered the secret of where humans started to work with cacao some 7,500 years ago at this temple known as Monte Grande by the Chinchipe tribes who built this place. And we're here to learn more about this beautiful sacred master plant. Vamos! So the temple, when it was uncovered, it was soon realized that it was actually in the construction of the shape of a woman. So in the northern part of the temple, we can see the head of the woman. There are 2 arms and 2 legs. And in the center, emanating from between the legs, is the shape of a spiral. And this is incredibly significant, and we're going to explain why in a minute. But this temple here tells the story of cacao and also how these people viewed cacao. And this is why it's believed to be so incredibly important for us in understanding the journey of where cacao came from and what it means to the people who have used it for thousands of years. So we are here right now in the center of the temple. Behind us are the legs that were cast. Now, out of the middle of the legs, this area was represented of the uterus of the woman. And from the uterus, we see the spiral inwards. Now this spiral and the shape is significant because in the center of this spiral, they uncovered a mummified body. And the way that mummified body was lying in the fetal position, the spiral was emanating from the top of the head outwards. And what this tells us is that they were constructing this temple specifically from this point outwards. So to understand this, we need to understand how these people viewed life and viewed death and their cosmovision. What we know is that for the Chinchipe tribe who built this temple, they believed that once we died, our body, our spirit, our soul moved into another life. The concept of birth or rebirth was very much part of their cosmovision. So this temple was actually constructed in a way to symbolize the rebirth of the human soul. And from this, it enabled, with this mummified body in the middle, a journey so they could follow the spiral into the new life. So think of it as like a portal to the new world for these people. So how do we know that this temple was connected to cacao? Well, in the center here where the grave site was when they uncovered the grave, they also uncovered some very special ceramics, pots that contain the residue of cacao. And just like how the modern day Awahun tribe, who are the descendants of Chinchipe, used cacao in these similar ceramic pots, the olden day Chinchipe also used cacao in the same way. So from this, we know that cacao was a big part of their culture and a representation of something very significant for them. For the Chinchipe tribe and the Awahun tribe, cacao represents the blood. It also is a representation of rebirth. And from this information, we can understand that this temple was most likely constructed as a ceremonial temple specifically for cacao.